Hi, beautiful soul. Welcome or welcome back. We are going to dive into today's reading. I have been seeing feathers everywhere. Anybody else? Let me know in the comments. And especially mini feathers. Like, I've been seeing mini feathers everywhere. And this morning I saw one in my bathroom and I was like, why is there a feather in my like a mini feather in my bathroom? So I was like, okay, this has gotten to the point where I'm paying attention. I was paying attention before, but I feel like there's this energy of we've put so much out into the ethers in terms of our intentions, our manifestations, our desires for upgrades, are participating in the upgrades through whatever healing work we do, whatever spiritual practices we have, whatever actual efforts that we put in, you know, what we show up to day. And I've been feeling this like vibe of it's time to like trust fall, because we've cultivated such an energetic current that can now like carry us. And that does not mean that we stop, but like there's a sense of like relaxing into the vibrational current that we have co-created with the universe, because that like slightly more relaxed frequency is going to assist us in actually being able to receive a lot more in terms of downloads, in terms of actual abundance, opportunities, relationships. Sometimes when we're less relaxed, we can't even be open to the opportunities, the blessings, the people, the love that is around us. And so there's this sense of it's time to do a little bit of a trust fall into this cosmic current. And like I said in my video yesterday, these are all timeless, but my previous video is that we've released so much. You've released so much, whether you know it or not. Like, it happens also beyond the conscious level. The energy has just been such an alchemical bringing up of, I swear, things from obviously this lifetime, like patterns, emotions, energies, density, like literally brought to the surface by all this powerful cosmic energy and light that has been hitting the planet this summer. Like, it unearths it within us so that it can release, and we release the density, we go beyond the density, and we are lighter. And that's what I was saying in my last video. Like, we are becoming light as a feather. Let yourself be light as a feather. Like, there was this essence previously of like rising like the phoenix through the ashes, because we transmuted and we transformed so much. It's almost like we died to our old versions of self. And then like we powerfully rise like the phoenix. And I feel like the energy is shifting into this state of like, now it's like we're rising, but like as a feather carried by the wind, as a tiny baby feather. So beautiful and so light, because we're more spirit now than we've ever been. It's like, which makes sense actually, because we've been in such like a fiery energy, like that's very like Phoenix vibes. And now we're going to be heading into Virgo season, into eclipse season as well. And it's a little bit less like take the driver's seat. It's a little bit more of the air element. Like, I'm going to go where the wind takes me. And I'm going to trust that like everything that I've put into the vibrational escrow, all the healing work I've done, all the cosmic connection I've made, like it's a part of me now. Like, me at this new vibration, safe to flow with the cosmic current of life. I'm connected to it, and it will guide me and it will carry me. So we're still rising, but now light as a feather rather than like the phoenix. They're both beautiful energies, but I just feel like the energy is shifting. Cards I just pulled out, Seven of Pentacles. It's like you have put in so much work. It's exactly what I was saying. You've put in so much work, and like these are investments in self and investments in like your relationship with the flow of life itself. We always get told to surrender, but it's like there is a certain amount of like participation it behooves you to have in the journey that then leads you to a place where surrender becomes the beneficial state of being to be in. And then eventually there's a point where it's like, okay, it's time to pick back up the reins really heavy for a little bit. But like you've really put in so much. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of us. I'm gonna also put out this video about eclipses because we're about to head into eclipse season, and eclipse season, shnikes, okay? Let's see if we can get this back on. Okay, eclipse season is very much this energy of surrender. And we also have the Emperor. Another symbol that like you really like have been on your ish. You've really been doing it. Like you have taken full responsibility for yourself and like the kingdom, the realm that is your life, that starts on the most subtle realm, your thoughts, your emotions, your perceptions, but also extends to your relationships, your finances. You have stopped outsourcing your power and you've stopped looking outside of yourself for someone to save you. And we all have that area of life where we're most vulnerable to looking for someone to save us in that area. And that's actually usually our place of greatest alchemy and power. Because once we empower ourselves in that area, we are sovereign and we are free. This advice is not to like let what you've cultivated, like to stop showing up for it and to, you know, let it all go. The advice is just to relax and trust in the systems and the investments that you've put in the universe to like organize itself in the way that is going to bring you the most benefit. And then also trust that the shifts that occur as we move through this eclipse season are like here to ultimately benefit you, especially because of everything that like you cultivated, all of the good that you've put out, all of the efforts that you've put in a good way. You know what I mean? It's like you've been empowering yourself and you've been setting yourself up for success in all areas. And you know, the God and the universe, like they will bless those who bless themselves. You can't be blessed unless you're willing to bless yourself. Like you can't fully receive love unless you're willing to love yourself. And you'll never feel fully supported unless you fully support yourself. And this is like just showing like you have been so strong. It's the only true strength to like be fully sovereign in and of oneself. Like that's the only true strength. I feel like any other kind of strength is artificial, because if you're relying on the strength of anything outside of you, it can dissolve in an instant. But you have found your strength within, and that can never be taken from you. That is your infinite source of like reliability, is like the knowing of your connection to your infinite soul and like your ability to be there for yourself, always solve any problem, actually like not sacrifice yourself to the gods, but like instead actually like put yourself first and then only share from your overflowing cup. Any opposition that you've had in your life had just been tough love of God and the universe turning you inward to realize that this lion, this sense of infinite courage and strength was always within you, because that is a gift from God, from life itself, from your greater, expanded, higher self that precedes all gifts. It is like showing you the truth of who you actually are, which is the creator, the sovereign, original angel who can do absolutely anything, because you are the coder of your own life. You are always going to be there for yourself. You are going to be the only one who is with you from the beginning of your life until the very end of your life, plus God, which is you, like the greater version of you, which was always like knew your power and was like not going to let you live life without knowing it for yourself. Because once you have that, you don't need anything else. I remember one time there was this woman and she came from a foreign country and she built this epic business that became so huge. It was for like lymphatic drainage massage. She came from, was it Brazil to the US? And she's so beautiful, so spiritual. I was listening to this podcast and she basically was like, someone's like, well, what would you do if like you lost it all? She was like, it would not be a problem. Like it is like, this is the way it is because I am who I am. I would just do it again with something else. And that's the essence of this strength. It's like, you are the magic. You are the strength. You are the resiliency. There's nothing to fear, because a few readings ago, I kept pulling the sovereign card. Like you're genuinely sovereign. Like life could throw anything your way. And just remember that as we head into eclipse season, like no matter what comes your way, you will turn it into a blessing. Any opposition is just there to make you more confident in your capability to grow, develop your character and your knowledge. And this is literally just gonna bring you so much abundance. Your strength is like a whole new reality is being birthed because there's a whole level of your realization of your own power. Your power has been consolidated. Like in the past, it might have been dispersed because you had given it away to people and things outside of yourself. And now that you've pulled it back into the center and the core of your being, which so often happens through initiation by things, people being torn away from us, and we're forced to only rely on ourselves and on spirit, whatever that is for you. But it's like the most priceless initiation ever that we'll probably go through over and over again. You finally get to like be your own angel. Like you are the angel of your own life. You were always the one who was coming to save you. It's not even the fact that like no one was coming to save you. It's the fact that like you were actually always the perfect person to save yourself because no one else does it like you. No one else does it like you. There is no one better. You wouldn't want anyone else to give you everything you ever wanted except for yourself because you have the best taste for you. You know yourself the best. And in your universe, you are the best. Like anyone else, it would just be a slightly like diluted gift of whatever that they would give you versus like you can give you exactly what you want and exactly what you deserve. And your higher self is like this angel for you. Your angel that's protecting you and guiding you always and giving you the signs and with you throughout all of these lessons, it is like your larger self, and that is always with you. And it is literally like this angelic energy that surrounds you always. And you are a very high soul, and like you have a very wise and powerful higher self. And the more that you develop a relationship with it, in the sense that like you imagine it all around you, guiding you in all ways, like the synchronicities are it guiding you, blessings and the signs come in, are it guiding you, like the ideas, the inspiration, the downloads, it's like you're not alone. And you're also like this angel in other people's lives, and you will get blessed for that because you're a blessing to so many. Also, like this is a time of greater peace that's going to come into your life. And it's also going to come into your life when you accept the fact that like you're allowed to be at peace now. You're entering this era of like this new seed, this new energetic seed being planted that's like blooming into a whole new reality, a whole new life for yourself. Like this is the phase. This really is the phase where like we're in a turning point right now, where a whole new reality is becoming available for you, for us. And it starts first energetically, it starts as a seed. And like, we're in this place where like, this is the quantum seed right now is being planted. Like, I think so many of us are like getting visions, and like, I just did this video yesterday about being energetically born and new. And like through this new energy, a brand new seed that like couldn't have even existed on the past timeline is being planted. And like know that this seed is like allowed to be infused with the angelic peace that you so deserve to experience, like a peace that passeth all understanding. Like you no longer have to live in the realm of chaos, even though you've built up the strength to be able to survive anything. Like all the chaos just occurred for you to find your own strength. But you don't need to be the ruler of like a realm of chaos. You're going to be the ruler of a realm of peace because you now hold that energy of your divine essence, and like that's what you're infusing into this new life of yours. I feel like maybe in the past you were even a little bit addicted to the chaos, and I actually don't think that you are anymore. I think that you've worked so hard to build up so much, and like you found this new sense of like worthiness, and also knowing and experiencing your own power. Like you know how much you could do and create. You're starting to see it on this whole new level. And so like that's why this whole new seed is like you're realizing that you can have so much more than you ever knew you could, and you're starting to value your time and your energy and your health and your peace more, because you know peace is going to provide you more energy and more space to make everything that you want to happen happen. And so like an old version of you may have felt drawn to the chaos, but like now it's no longer in alignment with like the life that you know that you're able to have. And like it's more now attractive to you to experience the actualization of your own power. The chaos used to be exciting, but now what's more exciting to you is your potential to create things that you never imagined were even possible. Like that is now what is exciting. Like that's where you would want to put like any sort of like tension or strain would be like, I'd rather put that into creating things beyond that were beyond my previous wild imagination. Like you'd rather have the stress be like expansion into the new and into the grand, rather than stress be like things that are distracting you that like aren't fruitful at all. You know what I mean? Because we all need a little bit of that like oomph in our life, but in a more unconscious state, we're getting that oomph from like things that don't benefit us at all and actually are a detriment to our progress and living an enjoyable, soul-fulfilled life. And so it's simply like a redirection of energy. I feel like that's actually the difference a lot of time between like successful people and people who like really aren't making much happen. It's like we're seeking a similar feeling and expression of energy, but we're just like directing it into a different place. And like you're ready to direct it towards your kingdom, in which you are literally going to be such a powerful force of strength and of peace for like so many, because you're gonna like this kingdom that gets built, you've already invested so much that is going to like help you to build this more in flow. Like you've invested so much into the vibrational escrow that's going to like help support this new frequency, this new reality that's starting on the level of frequency to be birthed. And like this place is going to be a space where people are going to get to experience things that like you never did in the past. Like it's like you're rewriting what success looks like. You're rewriting like what can be experienced in this lifetime. You're like, it doesn't have to be a struggle and a strain. And like, I'm going to create a reality and a life where like there is so much abundance and like I feel so powerful, but it's not through chaos or struggle or strain. Like it's a place where like there's balance and there's peace and there's still magic. And people who come into that realm are like blessed by that energy. You're leaving behind attachment to things that were draining and siphoning your energy, because you actually are able to see them for what they were now. And like that needed to all happen. But as you're waking up more and more, you're starting to see that like these things that like were so shiny and were so sparkly, like they were actually just draining you of your life force and distracting you from creating a life that you really want. A lot of these things may have been coming crashing down for you recently because life was trying to wake you up and take these things out of your life quickly, because you're ready to enter a new level of fulfillment, of like actual wish fulfillment, of soul wish fulfillment, not ego desire wish fulfillment, which only is this endless pit and void where you want more and more. No, this is the kind of fulfillment where you're like, I am fed on a soul level. I'm getting the things that like I actually always wanted. And like you're gonna move into a realm where you like actually want for nothing. Like you may have been hungry for so many years for something more, and you're gonna be in a space where like your vibrational reality is like, you're like, I actually want for nothing, but I'm still going, because like you're just continuously living in this reality where you're like, you want for nothing because you are living in alignment. And when you live in alignment, like you are fed and the blessings just keep coming. So yeah, you've really gained a lot of wisdom. And in this next phase of your life, you're going to keep gaining a lot more, and you're also going to be sharing it. People are going to learn a lot from everything that you've been through. You're going to be the ruler of the realm who takes care of a lot of people with the emperor, but you're also going to be such a teacher, and you're not going to be alone in this realm. There's love for you that's coming in because you've left the chaos behind, and balance within you is going to be reflected in the balance in the external realm. So I'm excited for you. Okay, that's the message. I couldn't stop pulling cards. I love this new tarot deck. Isn't it so beautiful? So much love. This is kind of a long one. If you're still here, I love you so much. Comment, like, subscribe, and tell me what's up. I want to hear from you. Okay, love you. Bye.